The Marriage of Anansewa is a comic play by Efua T. Sutherland, rooted in Ghanaian storytelling tradition and centered on the cunning and resourceful character George Kweku Ananse. A widower living in poverty, Ananse is determined to improve his social and economic situation through the marriage of his only daughter, Anansewa, who has just completed her secretarial training. Believing marriage to a wealthy man will solve their financial difficulties, Ananse devises a clever but risky scheme. Ananse persuades his daughter to help him type letters proposing marriage to 4 wealthy chiefs in different parts of the country. Though hesitant, Anansewa agrees after her father reminds her of their struggles, including unpaid school fees and their poor living conditions. The letters portray Anansewa as educated, disciplined, and suitable for marriage. Unknown to each chief, identical proposals are sent out simultaneously, inviting them to compete unknowingly for her hand in marriage. The plan quickly yields results. Messengers from the chiefs begin arriving with gifts and financial contributions, signaling interest in the marriage. Ananse uses part of the money to pay off debts and improve their household conditions. He renovates his home and begins enjoying a more comfortable lifestyle, pleased with the success of his strategy. However, complications soon arise when letters reveal that all 4 chiefs intend to perform the traditional marriage rite known as the head drink ceremony within the same period. This means each chief expects to formally claim Anansewa as his bride at about the same time. Faced with this crisis, Ananse seeks help from Miss Christie, a modern and stylish woman who is romantically interested in him. Together, they devise a daring solution. Anansewa will pretend to be dead. This deception, Ananse believes, will allow him to observe the reactions of the chiefs and determine which among them genuinely values his daughter, rather than merely seeking advantage or prestige. To prevent interference, Ananse tricks his elderly mother, Aya, and his aunt, Ekua, into traveling to their hometown under the false pretense of a crisis involving their cocoa farm. With them out of the way, preparations begin for the fake funeral. News of Anansewa's death spreads, and mourning rituals commence. The play cleverly blends humor and irony as the community participates in the supposed funeral ceremonies. One after another, messengers from the chiefs arrive to mourn and present funeral gifts. Their speeches and actions reveal their true intentions. Representatives from the chief of the mines show little concern, suggesting that since marriage rites were incomplete, their chief feels no real responsibility toward the deceased. Messengers from Chief Sapas reveal that political considerations, rather than affection, motivated their interest in Anansewa. However, envoys from Togbe Klu IV express genuine sorrow, suggesting their chief had sincere feelings for her. The final and most impressive arrival comes from the messengers of Chief Who Is Chief, bearing expensive gifts and even a wedding ring. Their chief continues to honor his commitment despite Anansewa's supposed death, demonstrating deep sincerity and respect. Convinced that this chief is the most suitable husband, Ananse dramatically calls upon Anansewa to rise from death. To everyone's amazement and amusement, she emerges alive, revealing the deception. The play concludes with joy, music, and celebration as preparations begin for the real marriage. Ananse's clever manipulation ultimately secures a prosperous future for his daughter, while entertaining the audience with humor, cultural traditions, and moral reflections on marriage, materialism, and parental ambition.